special guest waiting by to speak with us. Ajay Singh, the chairman and managing director of SpiceJet, joins in now to talk about the quarter gone by. Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining in. Could you, before we get talking about the numbers, if you could tell us what the growth could look like in the second half of the financial year, considering that competitive intensity have picked up and we have seen yields under pressure?
In every single month of the year. So I think it has been a creditable performance. And going forward, while I don't want to really, give any guidance for results, we believe that we'll be on track to produce a good result.
Well, Mr. Singh, how's the situation currently? Do you see further pressure in yields in quarter 3 due to competition coming in?
We still have to see the impact of this whole demonetization situation, and we feel that there will be a temporary, blip, but hopefully this comes back. In the following quarter and comes back stronger. So we are still hoping that we will be able to meet our annual growth and profitability targets. There certainly will be some impact on yields, both because of competitive pressures, as has been for the first 2 quarters of the year, and because of demonetization. I think SpiceJet has done particularly well despite these competitive pressures in the first 2 quarters. We hope that we will turn in an industry-leading performance in Q3 and Q4 as well.
Okay, so fuel prices have roughly remained in that $40 to $50 per barrel mark. Should there be any change in the second half of the financial year?
Well, prices have remained in this whole $45 to $55 bracket for the entire year. We don't expect that position will change in the second half of the year. As you know, that the end of last week saw another decline in fuel prices. But these little fluctuations will continue, but we expect that the price will remain in the $45 to $55 band, and that's a comfortable band for all airlines.
Well, Mr. Singh, demonetization has been plaguing everyone maybe for the last couple of weeks or so. So what kind of impact of demonetization has been on the air travel so far? Maybe from November 8th onwards, what's your assessment of the same?
Well, SpiceJet continues to maintain a load factor in excess of 90%. So it hasn't been huge, but we are still bracing for the impact. There has been some impact on bookings. We do expect that there will be some impact, especially on international travel. So discretionary type travel may be impacted for a short period of time, and we are fully prepared for that, and we hope that this will bounce back pretty sharply in the following quarter.
Okay, so some impact of demonetization, but hopefully it will be temporary. What about the industry growth, sir? What's your expectation of how growth will look like, considering that we will see some impact of demonetization, at least in the third quarter?
Industry growth so far has been in that 24% range, and there might be some impact for this quarter, but for the entire year, the growth will still be in excess of 20% for sure.
Well, Mr. Singh, what about your fleet expansion plans then?
As you know, we've turned in a good financial performance. We've pretty much cleaned up all the past liabilities of SpiceJet. The company is zero debt at this point, and we think that we are in a very good position to go forward with our fleet expansion plans. We are hoping to finalize our orders, and these are significant orders for planes. We are hoping to finalize them by the end of this quarter, and we should be in a position to announce them soon.
Any exact numbers, sir, you could help us with? What will be the exact addition to your fleet by the end of, say, FY17?
Well, there are two separate issues. Firstly, there are orders that we are placing for new aircraft, and these are aircraft which will be delivered in the time frame 2018 to 2024. So orders are being placed for planes to be delivered in that period of time. As far as the shorter term fleet expansion plans are concerned, those are planes that will be typically taken on lease. And we will keep looking at opportunities where we feel that there is an opportunity to grow. As you know, in the quarter that we just reported, there was a capacity growth of about 38% for SpiceJet. And we will keep looking to see where opportunities exist and what planes are available in the shorter term in the leasing market.
Well, so, one strategy that has worked for you is inventory control through fare management, where you've been able to deploy more capacity in high-yielding buckets. Now, would you continue to undertake that sort of a strategy?
I think we need to keep increasing yield, and we need to keep increasing fares, and obviously we need to keep targeting those routes where we can get these yields and these fares. We will continue to do that. Obviously, it is for the industry to try and increase the yield, and even in a competitive scenario, I think it's incumbent on all of us to try and do it. SpiceJet has done that very successfully so far, and we hope to continue to be able to do it.
All right, sir. We'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining in. That's SpiceJet post their